Welcome. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the user interface of AutoCAD 2017. And we'll start up here in the upper left with this big A. This is the application menu. If you just click on that, then you get some of the commands that you're probably used to seeing in, say, like Word or Excel or PowerPoint. Things like new file or open an existing file, save as, imports, exports, prints, all sorts of things like that. There's some other ones on here that you're probably not familiar with, which we will go over at some other time. Now up here, also across the top, we have what's called a quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar spans all the way across and has several tools on here. It has over here a lot of the same tools that are on the on the application menu, such as here to start a new file, open an existing file, save as, print, undo. Very important here. You'll be using the undo commands quite often. Across the top here, of course, you see the software version, and right next to it is the actual file that we have open at the moment. And here is a place where you can search for things on the AutoCAD database. Just type a word or phrase and click enter, and it will go where it will find whatever's associated with whatever you typed in. Here is where you sign into your Autodesk 360 account. You don't have an account at the moment. We'll set you up with one later. And here is another Autodesk Exchange apps. These are like additional apps that you can add onto the Autodesk AutoCAD. And here is the help menu. So everything you need help on, any question you have, you'd go right here to the help bar. Under the quick access toolbar is the ribbon. All of this encompasses the ribbon, this whole section here. On the ribbon we have tool tabs. Right now I'm on the home tab. If I click here, I'll go to the insert tab. So tools that are associated with inserting things into my drawing will show up under the insert tab. Annotate, you'll use this one quite often. This is what helps you annotate and leave notes and measurements and things like that on your drawing. And then of course go on and on and on with all sorts of different tool tabs. Now below the tool tabs, as I click on each one has a collection of tools arranged on what we call panels. Here is the draw panel. It says right here draw, and all these tools are associated with drawing. Okay, modify panel. All these tools are associated with modifying your drawing. Now under that, you'll see this little upside down triangle on most panels. If you click on that, it will give you more tools. There's too many tools to fit on the panel here, so they just put the most frequently used tools. And then here are other tools that you'll be using as well. And again, that's clicking on that little pull down arrow. And the same with some of these tools that are within the panel. You click on those and pull down more options for using each one of those tools. Below this we have the drawing tabs. This is where you can switch back and forth between different drawings. You may have several drawings open at one time, and they'll be named right here. This is Dream 2_5 asterisk, and that is this particular drawing. Adding more tabs just like that by clicking other drawing tabs. Start menu here. You're probably familiar with this. When you first log on to Autodesk, you see this. Well, that's where it's coming from. Back to our drawing here, and this is our drawing area, referred to as our area. Some people may call it a canvas or whatever, but there are several terms that denote what that is. Below here we have our model tabs and our layout tabs. Model tabs, that's the area that you work in. Okay. The layout tabs, this is what the layout is going to look like when you print it up. Okay, this is to help you line up your drawing so it fits on the printed document. And you can have as many layout tabs as you want. Each layout tab can show different things or different angles or what have you of your drawing. Now going back to the model tab, over here on the right we have what's called the view cube. The view cube can be rotated, so you can rotate your drawing and work on it in various different orientations. Then you also have this little three-dimensional cube in the center, and we'll work with that later. There currently is not any three-dimensional elements on this drawing, so you're not really going to see anything if we go into that. This is the navigation bar. This helps you navigate. There's a navigation wheel. The hand here helps you move the screen around like that. Now every one of the commands that are on here actually have shortcut commands with a combination of button clicks and mouse mouse movements. And those are the ones that I'm used to. I'm not very familiar with all the different things they have. Here's the navigation wheel. We can bring the wheel up here, and it gives us all different things we can do. You know, we can zoom. And like I said, I'm not very familiar with it. But those are some of the more graphical type commands. I particularly like to use the keyboard and mouse shortcuts when I navigate around my drawing. Okay. Let's see, below this, or actually at the bottom of your drawing area, there is a command dialog here, command box or command bar. And this, you can type stuff into this, or you actually don't have to type it into this. You can actually type it right on the screen. But this will show you any commands associated with whatever you're doing or about to do. So if I click on line, I go down here and it says line, specify first point. So I can specify the first point of a line, then it says specify next point, if you look down here, or you can click U for undo. Just do like that, and we have more lines. Okay. So that's basically what that box does. It gives you further instructions and further options of what you can do with any of your actions. This is the status bar down at the bottom. We'll go over that in more detail also. And this has lots of different things that you turn on and off to help you actually draw more accurately. And that's it for the general overview of the interface, the user interface.